What is the chemical symbol for sodium? What is the chemical symbol for copper? What is the chemical formula for table salt? Which element has the symbol Hg? What is the chemical symbol for silver? What type of bond involves sharing of electrons? What is the atomic number of oxygen? What is the chemical symbol for gold? What is the chemical symbol for lead? What is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? What is the lightest element? What is the chemical symbol for calcium? What is the chemical formula for carbon dioxide? Which gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis? What is the chemical symbol for potassium? What is the pH of pure water at 25 degrees Celsius? Which acid is found in the stomach? What is the atomic number of carbon? What is the chemical symbol for iron? What is the chemical formula for water? What type of lens is used to correct myopia? What is the SI unit of pressure? Which particle has a negative charge? What is the unit of electric current? Who discovered the electron? What is the acceleration due to gravity on Earth, approximately? Who formulated the three laws of motion? Sound cannot travel through. What is the speed of light in vacuum, approximately? What is the boiling point of water at 1 atmosphere? What is Ohm's law? What does E equals mx squared represent? What is the SI unit of force? What is the unit of frequency? Which color of light has the highest frequency? What is kinetic energy? Light travels fastest in. What is the SI unit of power? What is the first law of thermodynamics about? Which force keeps planets in orbit? What does RAM stand for? Who is known as the father of computers? What is the full form of SQL? What is a loop that never ends called? What does AI stand for? Which language is primarily used for Android apps? What does HTTP stand for? Which of these is a programming paradigm? Which is a NoSQL database? How many bits are in a byte? What is the brain of the computer? What does HTML stand for? Which protocol is used for secure web browsing? What does CPU stand for? What is Git used for? What is the binary of decimal 10? Which company developed Java? What does CSS stand for? What does URL stand for? Which of these is an operating system? What is 9 to the power of 2? How many degrees are in a right angle? What is the LCM of 4 and 6? How many sides does a hexagon have? What is the median of 3, 5, 7, 9, 11? How many zeros are in 1 million? What is the sum of angles in a triangle? What is the Pythagorean theorem? What is 1/4 as a decimal? What is 5? 5 factorial. What is the next prime number after 7? What is the formula for the area of a circle? What is 0? 0 factorial. Solve. 3x plus 5 equals 20. What is x? What is 7 times 8? What is the value of pi, approximately? What is the square root of 144? What is 15% of 200? What is 2 to the power of 3? What is the slope of a horizontal line? Which gas do we breathe in to survive? What is the tallest mountain in the world? Which instrument has 88 keys? What is the hardest natural substance? How many continents are there? What is the largest ocean on Earth? What is the largest mammal? Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Who painted the Mona Lisa? Which animal is known as the king of the jungle? Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? What is the chemical symbol for gold? How many colors are in a rainbow? How many players are on a soccer team, on field? Which planet is known as the red planet? How many days are in a leap year? What is the currency of the United Kingdom? What is the smallest country in the world? Who invented the telephone? What is the capital of Japan? Which African country was never colonized? What is the largest lake in Africa? Which river flows through Paris? Which country is both in Europe and Asia? What is the capital of Egypt? What is the southernmost continent? Which country has the most islands? What is the capital of Canada? Which ocean is the smallest? What is the largest country by area? What is the largest island in the world? Which sea is the saltiest? Which desert is the largest in the world? What is the highest waterfall in the world? What is the capital of Brazil? Which country has the city of Istanbul? Which strait separates Europe and Africa? What is the capital of Australia? Which mountain range is the longest? What is the longest river in the world?